I speak to Colleen's higher self, please?
Okay.
All right, thank you. And I appreciate you for coming through today. Do I have permission to speak with you?
Yes.
Ask you some questions? Okay, appreciate it. And just a moment here. First of all, can you tell us why you chose to show Colleen these two lives?
To so that she can see balance,
Mhm.
work and pleasure and family.
Right, all three things.
Yes.
I hadn't put it all together like that. Thank you. I appreciate it. It seems so simple, but I appreciate the answer. I feel a wonderful energy coming off of you. Boy, are you an old soul?
Yes.
Okay. And can we start a body scan? Has one already been started?
Been started.
Okay, thank you. It's okay if I ask questions while you do the body scan?
Yes.
Thank you very much. And we have some questions that Colleen prepared today. And so just a moment here, I just want to look at them. All right, so first of all, she has some acne. It's been around for several years. She just wants to have a better understanding for it, why it's there, and what it's meant to teach her.
To let things go and
Mm-hmm.
not hold on to all the worries and the
Mm-hmm.
pressures of being perfect.
Mm-hmm. So worrying causes acne?
Yes. It gets bottled up and doesn't get expressed.
Oh, because she's holding in, it like closes the pores, and then this is what causes the problem.
Right.
Okay. And so if there was something she could do to fix it, what would be your best, most simple advice for her on that?
Do do more of the things she loves.
Mm. Because that's what'll help you to kind of let go of things and be in the flow.
Right.
Okay, thank you. She did have some vision issues. It seems to be getting a little worse. She wonders what is up with that.
It's just fear of seeing more of the spirit world and being disrespected
Mm.
by others.
So in a sense, she's not seeing something that she likes, and this is causing her vision to deteriorate.
Yeah, she needs
Okay.
to. Um,
Yeah, go ahead.
she sees just to see that it's safe, that it's the spirit world is a safe place, and she can share it with others.
Hmm. Hmm. So she needs to share the spirit world with others.
Yeah, not. Um, it's okay to share it because it is a
Mm.
safe
So it's
place.
like a fear-based thing.
Yeah, she's afraid of people um,
Hmm.
disrespecting her or
Hmm.
accusing her of being crazy.
Okay. So she's almost like she's not being authentic.
Right.
Okay. Is that affecting her throat at all? She didn't say anything about throat problems, but I just feel like that sounds like a throat chakra issue. Could you speak to that topic?
So she's gotten stronger at, expressing to certain people,
Hmm.
like, her frustration. So it's
Hmm.
an opening up. But
Hmm.
but although she expresses it, there's still fear, and that's
Hmm.
that's what her body's exhibiting.
Okay. Thank you very much. She would like to know about her spiritual mission. Are there any specific gifts that she should be working on developing at this time?
So it's the gift of vision, and she'll be able to see when
Mhm.
she releases the fear.
Okay. So the gift of being able to see and releasing fear is what she needs to be working on.
Yeah.
Okay. She had a healing and was told that some crystals were implanted. Can you help her to understand what happened there and what the purpose was?
So they'll help keep her grounded and magnify her gifts.
Which gifts will it magnify the most?
The vision.
Vision. Okay. So isn't it interesting? She's having a hard time reading and she's getting better vision at the same time. Is it a
Yeah.
different kind of vision that we're talking about?
It's not the seeing, it's the like the picture in her brain and
Mm-hmm.
imagine.
Mm-hmm.
So she won't see it in front of her, she'll see it in her mind.
Okay. Perfect. And this is going to help her to, I guess, maybe heal people in some way?
She'll be able to guide people.
Mm. So like an intuition type of thing.
Yeah,
Okay. And to help her, if somebody were to come to her with a question, then she would have a good answer that
right,
would be that would apply to that person really good.
right.
Well, that sounds wonderful. That sounds like a great gift. She has swelling in the feet. It says she's been told it was due to not being grounded. Is that what it is?
I mean, she needs to stay more grounded, but she wants to do too many things at once.
Mm-hmm.
So she needs to, focus on one thing at a time.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and, people will come into her life that will help her. It will feel right. It
Mm-hmm.
will, so she doesn't have to try as hard to find it. It will come.
Oh, okay. And then when she finds that one thing and she's able to get herself kind of on one path at a time, the feet will start to come around.
Right.
Okay, thank you very much. And I have a feeling a lot of these are similar answers, and I'm sorry if it seems redundant to you, but these are her questions, and I want to make sure that I ask them for her. Her weight fluctuates, and she was wondering if that has something to do with, the health of some of her organs, or if it's an emotional issue, or what's going on there.
So just discontent um, and not moving forward and not finding balance and love
Hmm.
and but that will balance as her path becomes clearer.
Okay. Okay, perfect. So it almost seems like this is one of the lessons from those other two lives as well, was that they both kind of got to a spot and they stopped. They're like, all right, this is good. And I'm just going to stay here. Right. Is that part of the lessons from those two lives as well?
Yes, and that's like her feet swell and she gets stuck. And so now,
Mm, right. So in a way, her feet are telling her that we need to move forward.
right.
Oh, thank you so much. This is very interesting. Are there any foods, what can you recommend to her is in terms of her personal diet that's best for Colleen?
I think a variety of food is fine.
Mm-hmm.
No restrictions aren't necessary.
Mm-hmm.
Um, she just needs to enjoy the taste and pleasure in food,
Mm-hmm.
and then you'll be more content and full with it.
Oh, that's a great idea. Yeah, and she said she has some strange cravings once in a while. Is there any, and it's difficult to get full. So you were saying if it's the right food, then she won't have a problem feeling full. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, if she just enjoys it,
Mm-hmm.
feel satiated and content, and
Mm-hmm.
you know,
So more like a conscious eating thing, like when the male life was out in the wilderness and he would take time to enjoy it and was just like it. If she would do this thing with the food to take time to enjoy it and appreciate it, then she's not going to have that issue of not feeling full.
right.
Wonderful. All right. She has some trouble with constipation. Can we talk to the cause of that?
And that's just um, not, again, taking time to drink and eat. Um, and so even going to the bathroom, it's holding in all those emotions and rushing. So it's about slowing things down so that the body has time to process things.
Mhm. Yes, but I'm trying to wrap my mind around that one here. Because it feels like when I'm looking at these things and I see, some weight that we're holding on to, and some vision that's from holding things in, and some acne that's from holding things in, and I feel like there's something that kind of ties the constipation, all of this together. Are they all related to each other, and that when one gets fixed, the rest would be most likely?
Yes, it's all connected.
Okay.
Part
And
of
it's
the
and it comes down to being in the flow, I guess.
to enjoy more
Mm.
part and
Mhm.
see see the joy and the benefit
Mhm.
doing things.
Mhm. So value herself, and set time aside to do just things just for herself.
Right.
Okay. Not worrying about helping other people, not worrying about anything other than just being and relaxing and enjoying being Colleen.
Right.
And
Really
this will help to clear up a lot of the health things. Okay.
finding pleasure in things.
Okay. And a lot of times we hear that maybe more laughter might be going hand in hand, or getting outside more often. Would you say anything about either of those being helpful?
Yeah, so all of that will help.
All that. Perfect.
Mhm.
Okay. And she's been told that she would start a wellness business of some sort in the future, but she's kind of unclear as to what direction to take with that and how she should prepare.
She'll counsel families and help them find more joy in their lives and in
Hmm.
each other, and guide them to wellness through different modalities.
Hmm. Like by referring people to other modalities, or is she going to know lots of them?
She'll have experienced lots of them and be able to find the right,
Oh, right. That's why she's done so many now.
yeah, so she'll be able to recommend people that could personally help,
Oh,
help
that's
people.
great. Now, I mean, but how does she make money on that? How do you make a living on that?
It's like a wellness center, so
Oh, okay.
she'll help them um, face their challenges and make
Hmm.
a plan
Hmm.
for health and
Hmm.
wellness.
Is this one she should start, or one that she would go to that it's already existing?
She'll start it.
Okay. Okay. And I'm assuming she's going to get more guidance on this as the time comes closer.
She'll know when each step of the way she'll feel it.
Perfect. Perfect. All right. And she says, she'd like to know what her galactic origins are.
Yeah, I have no answer.
Can't say. That's fine.
Mm.
And she feels that the theme of independence comes up a lot. Is this something that she needs to learn more about or focus on more?
She she can be independent, but at the same time, she can still love.
Hmm.
So she is capable and confident in who she is
Hmm.
and loving at the same time. So she can do both.
Hmm. So the relationship she's in right now that is pretty much that way, that's good and fine and well for her.
Yes.
Are there any lessons that she should be taking from that relationship or learning from it beyond that?
It gives her confidence to know that she can do things
Hmm.
alone.
Hmm. And yet still have somebody to fall back on at the end of the day.
Right.
Perfect. All right. And she says she's a serious person, usually with an agenda, has difficulty with small talk with others, being comfortable with many people. Can you help her understand that?
She she always wants to help others, so it becomes more serious. She
Hmm.
feels she has an agenda with
Hmm.
others and has to help them, but she doesn't need to help everyone. So
Hmm.
she can just enjoy simpler things,
Hmm.
um,
Hmm.
but it's definitely harder.
Hmm. It seems like this reminds me of that first life that you showed her, where the person had plenty of opportunities to make new friends and just kind of didn't take advantage of them, huh?
Right. And so
Okay,
she can take advantage of them now.
right. And didn't maybe see the opportunities when they presented themselves there right in front of her face, and she just didn't notice it in that life.
Right.
Okay. She recently dropped a crystal pendulum and it broke. Is there a message in that?
The crystal just needed to be cleaned.
Oh, like with like smudging or go out in the sunlight or the moonlight or
Yeah, it had absorbed a lot of energy, so it just
oh,
needed,
okay. And so since it had never been like proper maintenance, that's why it broke so easily.
right.
Okay, very interesting. Thank you. I'm sure that helped a lot of people. What kind of crystal was that anyway? She didn't know what kind it was. Do you know?
Mm,
It's like a cream color, I think, or beige.
yeah, no answer.
That's fine. She has some questions about autism and the lessons that are in that phenomenon for people that have it in the family.
Well, autism teaches us a lot,
Hmm.
and they're very spiritual beings
Hmm.
that will help us learn to um, help our set our priorities um, into just love again
Hmm.
and kindness, um, and away from uh, material things.
Hmm. Interesting. How do they do that?
They're the the children. Um, they they're of a higher frequency,
Hmm.
so um, they show us how to love. So they're
Right, just by being around them, you're
right,
picking up like the energy or the vibe off of them.
right.
I had once heard that autism kind of meant that like the soul hadn't seated up in the body all the way. Does that have anything to do with it at all?
Yeah, I think they have a more direct link to the
Hmm.
higher selves.
Hmm. Do they need to ground themselves any more or less being an autistic?
They they need to ground more.
More. Okay. And so best practice on that or best method, like, I don't know, run out around outside barefoot in the grass when you can.
Yeah, and they need to um, learn how to clear their chakras and
Hmm.
imagine that they're connected to the center of the earth.
Okay. And that'll help the autistic person themselves, right?
Right.
Okay. Thank you very much. On the autism as well, to me, it sounds like you're saying that, because we always think this is caused by, chemicals or immunizations or different things in our environment. But it sounds like you're saying to me that when somebody comes in as an autistic, they knew they were going to be ahead of time. And in fact, that higher vibrational, certain people were chosen to do that.
Yes, they choose to come in and make a difference.
Okay. So most of these people that are autistic now, it's not a surprise to them. And that was actually part of their kind of, I guess, soul contract or their life plan.
Yes.
Thank you very much. I'm sure that's going to give a lot of people comfort. She wants to know if there's any cleaning products that she should replace with better products in her house.
Essential oils will help.
Essential oils. Okay. And any particular one that you think is best for her?
The Thieves products have a very good healing property.
You said Steve's products?
Thieves, Thi.
Oh, Chief. Chi. Okay, I got you. All right, thank you. She has some issues with her knees. They're bothering her a little bit. Is there any meaning behind that? Does it go back to the same thing as all the other health issues?
Yeah, just keep moving forward.
Keep moving forward. Thank you. And are there any lessons that she should be learning from her 3 children?
Patience,
Teach them?
patience and love.
Oh, patience and love. Okay. And how can she improve how she counsels children, families, and coworkers?
Not supposed to fix them, just listen and guide.
All right. So sometimes just for somebody to get something off their chest and somebody heard them and cared about what they said is really more important than offering solutions or giving them a way to go.
Yes.
Thank you very much. Whew. You're doing a great job. Do you mind if I ask a few more questions?
No.
Okay, thank you. And the body is holding up good. And how's the light scan coming? Or the body scan coming?
Good.
Okay. Is there anything in there that you would like to tell me about, or anything interesting that's being fixed right now? Or
Nothing.
okay,
No.
great. All right. I know that she's gone through lots of different kinds of healings. We already mentioned that, so maybe she's pretty good. But she said that recently she had a lot of cords and attachments removed. What was that all about?
She's her and her family are very light
Mm-hmm.
family, so the darkness does look for them and
Oh.
tries to find ways to get in, and they need extra protection.
And is it just because they're so light, it's easier to see them, or is it just that for the dark it's more fun to mess with that type of person, or it's more important to hold them back? What's going on? Because it runs through the whole family.
Yeah, they don't want them to spread light,
Mm-hmm.
so they try to bring them down,
Mm-hmm.
but the light always wins.
All right. I would also like to ask now that in addition to the body scan, that any negative energies that are in and around the house or anybody else in the family can be shown to the light or dealt with or healed in whichever way best serves the highest good. And can you tell me that's been done?
Done.
Any residual things that are floating around? I just want to make sure there's no negative energies floating around the house or associated with anybody else there. All right, so one of the daughters had a really serious attachment. It came back. They fixed it again. Is there anything that we can do on a preventative level to make sure that this doesn't happen again?
Just have more joy. Just
Mm.
keep the darkness away.
Okay, so you're going to make an environment where it would be distasteful or uncomfortable to them, so they're just not going to want to be there. Okay. Thank you. They're saying they think that the dog sees some of the things around the house. Is that correct?
Yes, she can see them.
Okay. And is there anything attached to the dog at all? Is the dog fine and healthy?
Yes, she is.
Okay, perfect. Thank you. And when the daughter got sick at 11, and then it kind of went all the way through 17, was there any kind of a lesson in that or a point to that, or was that just merely negative entities causing it? Can you tell me about that whole situation?
She, the daughter and the family had the strength to overcome any challenges. Uh, the courage and the love
Mm-hmm.
um, helped them,
Mm-hmm.
and they could never give up. They had to keep going.
Mm. They did a great job on that,
Yes,
huh? Okay. And so as long as she keeps joy and lives a happy life, then this is just going to help to prevent future occurrences down the road.
yes.
Thank you. Why did she go to Utah for college? I think there was kind of a reason or a point to that.
They're they're trying to spread
Mm-hmm.
love and awaken in different parts of the country.
Mm. Okay, so it's basically where she's needed.
Yeah, away from the coast.
Okay.
Uh, we'll need to go inland.
Mm. I've heard Gaia wants everybody to kind of do that as much as possible, like get away out of the big high population areas that are on the coast. Is that right?
Yes, yes,
So wherever you are, if you're in New York or LA or Florida, if you're in a big city on the coast, then Gaia would rather have you inland.
yes.
And the reason is, I mean, if you were inland, but it was somewhere that was still a big city, would that be just as good? Or is it better to go somewhere that's less populated?
Different parts of the world need their consciousness raised, so it's spreading it out by
Mhm.
going to different parts.
So that concentration of people is also concentrating the light.
Right,
And and so that's why we want it unconcentrated.
right.
Thank you very much. I know a lot of people have asked me about that. And oh, here's an interesting one for Colleen. Uh, she heard that she had been hung one time because they thought she was a witch. Is that right?
Yes, she is trying to spread um, spirituality,
Ah.
and so um, speaking speaking up got her
Mhm.
killed.
Do you feel like that has anything to do with her kind of throttling herself now and holding herself back now?
Yes,
Is there any way we can go back to that life and heal any traumas there and offer forgiveness to all parties involved in such a way that will benefit her in this life?
yes,
Okay. And can you tell me that's been done now?
yes.
Thank you very much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Oh boy, I'm getting a great energy off you again. That's awesome. Let's see here. Let's see if there's anything else we need. Oh, I guess part of the problem one of the daughters had, it had to do with a Ouija board. Is that when something got inside of her?
Yes, dark energies come through.
Hmm. So, is there any advice that you would give to people that are thinking about, maybe youngsters especially playing with the Ouija boards?
Surround yourself in love and light.
Mm. So it's okay to do it if you just kind of do it the right way.
Yes,
Thank you. So it's not necessarily all bad. It's just if you don't take proper precautions, it could turn bad.
right.
Wonderful. Thank you. Just a moment here. Oh, the other daughter got blown up in Afghanistan, but did not die. Can you tell me why she did not die, or why she got blown up, or what's important from that?
She's gonna help heal others.
Hmm. So somebody stepped in and protected her, or healed her, or saved her somehow.
Yes,
Who?
the angels.
Perfect. So we can tell that daughter that she is guided and protected and just needs to follow her guidance.
Yes.
And we want her to heal others.
Yes.
Was this event, like the whatever pain or trauma she experienced during that, is so that she could better understand people that have been through a similar situation?
We learn a lot through suffering and pain.
Can you say that a little louder?
We learn a lot through pain and
Okay.
suffering.
Mm-hmm. So was that part of making her a healer, a better healer, or is that just something that just happened and she was saved because she needed to become a healer?
Yeah, she was chosen to heal others.
Okay. I noticed so much things going on with the family. You tell me there's a lot of light in there. Are there any ancestral lineage issues that we can talk about or address, fix or heal?
But nothing specific.
Nothing?
No.
Okay, thank you. And let's see here. Oh, in addition to having crystals implanted her, she one time was told they were putting symbols in her third eye. What's she to know and learn about that?
They'll they'll guide her to help others. She'll have a sense of knowing.
Mhm. So once again, she's going to be able to visualize the right answers when she's in her healing modality.
Yeah.
Okay. Is there any particular modality that you think she should go learn at this time that will help to prepare her for that later time? That matches best with her natural aptitudes, I guess?
Reflexology.
Reflexology? Okay, perfect. Thank you. Anything else?
No.
Okay, perfect. Just a moment here. Let me see if I have any more. You're doing so awesome. By the way, is the body scan done? Is it still going on? What's up with that?
Almost done.
Almost done? Perfect. And let's see here. I wanted to see if is there anything you would like to say about the event or the shift for people that aren't familiar with it?
Um, the light will
That's great news. Okay. Anything else? Just so you're telling everybody, just like keep on keeping on, I guess, is what the point is.
win. No fear. No
No
fear.
fear. There we go. Okay. Thank you. Let's see here. Are there any activations or upgrades or anything that she is ready for that she hasn't already received in this session?
Um, no.
Thank you. Just a moment here. Are there any other ancestors or relatives or guys that have something they would like to say to Colleen today that maybe I should give some time to?
No.
Thank you. One moment here. Let's see if I have anything else here. And I just want to make sure that all entities, attachments, tags, negative thought forms, implants, all that is gone from her at this time. Is that right?
Yes.
Okay. And just like the daughter, the way for her to keep that away is to give some time to herself and try to be in joy every now and then.
Yes.
Thank you so much. One moment here. Oh, is there any advice you can give to the practitioner, me, as I move forward on my healing path?
Doing a good job.
Oh, thank you so much.
Keep it up.
Well, it makes it real easy when I got awesome higher selves like you to work with. I appreciate you too. All right, and then I feel like I'm all out of questions. Is there any last message you would like to give to Colleen or anybody in the family or anybody else? Anything you want to say?
Keep loving.
Nice and cut and dry, nice and simple. Okay, thank you very much. Take a deep breath. How you doing?
Good.
All right. I'm gonna guess you probably remember all or most of that, right?
Yeah.
Okay. It wasn't like some space trucking super wild adventure. I think it was all things that were important and relevant to you, though. All right, when you say so.
I do. I do. I think everything
Yeah.
was
Yeah.
fitting.
What's that?
Everything fit. Everything made sense.
Yeah, yeah. I felt like it was all for a reason, and it was kind of to help you to gain insight and get kind of remember, I guess, you know, who you are and what's happened in the past and where you can go wrong. Um,
Yeah.
I, I I'm not real surprised that pretty much all those physical issues were all the same one, just in manifesting
Right.
in different spots in the body. And so the thing is, it's to keep moving forward, right? And
Yeah.
to not let yourself get gummed up or stopped up. The girl in the first life, I feel like she did that, where she kind of got to this spot and was just like, okay, this is it. I'm just going to ride it out to the end. And guess what? The end came at 59, right? I bet you if she had a more full life, it would have lasted a lot longer than that, right? If she'd have had
Right.
a husband and kids and grandkids, I bet she makes it till 89.
Mhm.
Just my theory, but I mean, that's the feeling I get from that life where you're just kind of like, well, okay, I'm staying here. And then you get to another 30 years later and you're like, all right, well, I guess I'm over it. Right? I've done what I needed to do here,
Right.
and never realizing that there was so much more that they could have done.
Yeah. No.
Right? And they said for you the modality reflexology. Have you even done that one yet?
No. No.
Do you know what that is?
Yeah, with the feet, right?
Yeah, it's the feet, right? And they're doing like pressure points and stuff, and you can like touch it here and fix the gallbladder or whatever. And I asked, anything else, right? Like some like wild, crazy, wacky thing that we never heard of? No, no, you know.
Yeah.
And your higher self is like super matter of fact, just like, yep, nope, and but it still had a great energy that came off of it,
Yeah.
something that I'll often feel, and it was neat, it was a good one.
Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. Everything. I'm like wiped out.
Right, right, and you feel like you kind of learned everything you were hoping to learn. Did I forget to ask any questions? I don't think I did.
No, you did a good job. You asked a lot of questions and
Yeah.
ooh.
All right, we'll let you go. Maybe grab a bite to eat, take a nap, whatever you need to do. Usually I talk to people a little more than that, but whatever. And let me know what changes you experience, if you have any emotions or other like cravings or weight fluctuations or increases or decreases in swelling and things like that. I'm always curious about that, and like to touch base with people. I mean, you watch every quantum healing video out there. You haven't seen any of mine, so you might want to go watch all those too,
Yeah.
because they're all people you can relate to.
Yeah. No, it's wonderful. Wow. Whew.
All right, touch base with me in a couple days. Let me know what you're feeling then. All right.
All right, I will.
All right,
Thank you
have a
so
good one,
much.
Colleen. Bye bye.